Political apathy is the goal of the Republican Party, so all your pithy little comments whenever I criticize Republicans about how all politicians are the same is exactly the goal that they want. Because when it comes to voting, Republicans toe the party line. They find the little R on the sheet and they vote for it, regardless of the scandal. You can go back and look at every horrifying politician that we've had over the last few years. It doesn't matter what they do or say, as long as there's an R next to their name. I mean, we hired a game show host to be the president, and look how that turned out. But they're both the same, right? I mean, it's not like every time a Democrat gets into office, they try to pass a bunch of bills that will help everyday Americans, and every time Republicans get into office, they start a bunch of wars, and they give money to the rich, and, generally try to strip us of our bodily autonomy and rights, especially if you're LGBTQ or a woman, but, who cares about that, right? They're totes the same. That's why when a Democratic senator gets accused of when he was a comedian taking a joke photo with a willing participant who then later got paid a bunch of money by the GOP to pretend to be uncomfortable, he had to step down from being a senator. But when a Republican brings a young girl underage across state lines so that he can have relations with her, that guy can just stay on serving committees, right? Right? Because they're the same. Oh, don't forget that, when the Democrats lost the election from, George Bush, remember Al Gore? He told all of his supporters to storm the Capitol and not let them... Oh, wait, no, that didn't happen. No, Al Gore stepped down. Oh, it was a Republican who stood on the steps of the White House and told his supporters to storm the Capitol in order to overthrow the election. And then after those people went to the Capitol and tried to, through force, stop our democratic process, Republican senators stood on the floor and tried to vote down our democratic process. But they're the same, right? Hey, remember when the Democrats refused to let a Supreme Court nominate? Oh, no, right, that was Republicans. Obama was the president, and the Senate said that they weren't going to let any nomination through because, you shouldn't have a nomination at the end of your term. But then when Trump was the president, they passed 2 Supreme Court nominations right before the election. Almost as if the parties aren't the same. Voting in America is like getting shot. How apropos. One of the parties is a shot to the meaty part of your shoulder, and the other is a shot to the gut. Which one do you think is more survivable? Which one do you think is less horrifically painful? Yeah, you could be at the end of the day, they're both bullets, but their effects are vastly different. And if you can't tell, well, then you shouldn't be a medic. Wait, no, you shouldn't vote. You should vote. Everybody should vote, not for Republicans.